Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to do this video, and so I'm going to talk about what if you're given a situation and where instead of given the equation of the parabola or the quadratic equation, and then trying to solve and find the vertex and what the a value is and finding the intercepts and graphing it. What if you're given the vertex and another point on the graph, let's say the y-intercept? Can you use those 2 points to find the equation of the parabola? And the answer is yes, it is possible. So let's use the previous example and show that we can come back and we can derive this. So let's say, what if we don't know this? Well, we're given a graph and we're given some information, right? And so let's say we know the y-intercept. Let's say we know this point here and we know the vertex, and that's all you know. So let's use that information to come up with the equation of the quadratic, the parabola. So the first thing is I know the general form has to be f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. And so with the vertex, I know h and k, so I can plug that in. A equals x minus a negative 1/3 plus 4/3, right? And so now the only thing I don't know is a. I don't know what this a value is, but we can find it by plugging in the value for x and y, right? So that's where the other point comes in. So in this case here, I'm going to use the y-intercept. And it doesn't matter, I could use any of these points that are on the graph. I'm just going to use 0, 1 because it's the easiest one to use, okay? I could use this one too, but again, I'm going to use 0, 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in for x and y. So y is 1, x is 0. So I'm going to put in 1 equals a, and I'm going to put 0 plus 1/3. Why did I put plus? Because I've got a minus, a negative, so I can write it as plus. I keep dropping my squares. And then I'm going to have plus 4/3. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just simplify this and solve for a, because a is the only thing I don't know. So now I'm going to get 1 equals a times 1/3 squared plus 4/3. And so I'm going to subtract 4/3 from both sides. And if I subtract 4/3 from both sides, I get 1/3 over here. Or excuse me, I get negative 1/3. Okay? So I get negative 1/3. And again, just make sure you know how to subtract the fractions. Okay? This 1, I can rewrite this 1 as 3/3. I'm going to subtract 4/3 from both sides, and I get 3/3 minus 4/3 will give me a negative 1/3. And then I get equal to a, and 1/3 squared gives me 1/9. And so now all I have to do is divide by 1/9, or in another way is multiply both sides by 9. Okay, same thing. So actually, you know what, let's do that. We haven't done that. So let's multiply both sides by 9, right? I could do that. So 1/9 times 9 will give me 1. And so 9 times negative 1/3 is the same as negative 9 divided by 3. So this is going to be equal to negative 3. And look at that. A equals negative 3, which is exactly what we should get, right? That's what we started with when we did the problem before. So now, guess what? Now we're done. We know the form of the equation, the form of the equation of the parabola. So it's going to be f of x equals -3 times x plus 1/3 squared plus 4/3. And that's what we ended up with last time. And that's it. So again, just make sure you practice these, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.